Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So your friend Kumar is back with a very important news which will matter to all of you, be it the KCET student or the COMEDK student who are joining. So this is regarding the VTU, Vishwasarya Technological University, which is responsible for the curriculum or the course design for the students, as well as conducting all the examination and other degree perspective, right? So they have a meeting with the KEA and the government of Karnataka, where they have decided to revamp or change the course combinations of each of the courses under engineering program, so that it will be beneficial for students to get into good industry jobs and bring a better placement for them and a lot of good objectives. So they are actually having a meeting last week, and they conducted 2-3 meetings, and they decided on some high level benefits what students can get through this change in curriculum, right? And they are again meeting in this week also to finalize those details. So this video is about that particular news, and I will cover the each portion of this news in a depth by zooming out the respective portions. So let's start. So this is what the Ashwath Narayan, the higher education minister, has talked about, that VTU is going to align the courses with respect to industry experts advice and reforms which they can. So earlier the approach was multidisciplinary. So within each discipline there were multiple options like CSC or CSC with specialization of IoT, or CSC with AIML, CSC with cloud, CSC with cybersecurity, and so on. That is a multidisciplinary approach. But now they are also going to add something called interdisciplinary. That means they will allow students from different disciplines like mechanical, chemical, electrical, and all other branches to study the subjects from the emerging fields like electronics or computers or the related branches. So those will be interdisciplinary approach which will be adopted, and the flexibility will be allowed for all the students of all the branches. So how it will happen is that plan is to create a cluster of subjects. They will create a set of many subjects which can be picked up from students of different background. So you still have to cover those 40 subjects in this period of 8 years. That will remain, but what 40 subjects you choose is now flexible, and from a cluster of subjects you can select a few subjects from artificial intelligence, say from cybersecurity, few from communications or networks, or even if you are a electronic students, you can take a mechatronics few subjects, or robotics and all. So there is no compulsion on study of all papers by every set of students, but there will be a flexibility. So this is what I have mentioned, that first year is anyway common with all the sub branches, right? But from the second year onward, student will be able to pick department subjects from other departments. For example, it is clearly written mechanical engineering student can choose a paper in artificial intelligence or vice versa, but the condition is that the no subject will be taken out of the existing syllabus. So all subjects will remain, and all the papers individual syllabus will remain the same. That is not a cause of worry for any faculty members who is teaching them. Only that student has got the flexibility to choose from the set of subjects which they can take. And this is based on this, that some of the students are uncomfortable with maths based subject, and if they different type of maths is required for students who do a coding at say or Swiggy, compared to the different type of maths is required for students who join say ISRO. So that is a type of logic and given, and the choice will be given for students to deselect some of the subjects within their framework, right? Like metallurgy students may not have a good amount of interest in maths, right, and so on. And these changes will be done through a 15-day orientation program. So once finalized, all students of all the colleges will be given 15-day orientation program on how to enlighten students with the options available to them, and they can do a priority based on their interest, right? So that will be a complete process, and this interdisciplinary approach is going to start from this batch itself, right? 22-23 batch itself, right? So you don't have to wait, and this is given a lot of colleges are closing down their mechanical and the civil branches and some of the other courses because they are feeling the placements are going down, right? So this will allow students from different branch to cover the subjects from different other branches which are in the emerging way, and they will basically increase their skill sets, right? And then they will be better employed, right? And this interdisciplinary approach is a long time sustainable, and it will make this engineering education very attractive to all the students, right? So, and this is happening across the world, right? So it's not just in India, but in India, NITs and IITs are also doing the same. So this will be good news for all the students who can take any branch, and they will get a combinations in the later year, second to the fourth year. And this is also a difference. Now it will come that most of the companies are also going to allow all of the students from all the branches. Even today, most IT companies allow ECE branch student also in the same placement, and at least 50% of the companies also allow even triple E students in most of the colleges. And few companies like big size mass recruiters, Infosys, TCS, Wipro, HCL, all those even allow mechanical civil students to sit in the placement. So that will become more common now with this approach, and all students need to work very hard to become excellent skill students so that they can pass the placement. So just taking the branch CSC or ISC in any college will not guarantee any placement. It will, all companies are going to allow everybody, and that's all. You have to be very good in all your skills and chosen subjects. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe to get similar important details and updates from the government side as well.